Okay, up and running again in the second now in the UK Open. First day here. We've got Bronagh Toleman up against Pauline Beattie. Should be a good match, this one. Both very experienced players, internationals in their own right. Bronagh originally from Ireland. Been over in England now for over a decade. Good start. Pauline left-handed. Been on the international scene now for seems 20 years or so. Playing Pauline in the World Council Championships back in 2000. Bronagh playing with the blue bowls, Pauline with the pink. It'll be easy to recognise both of the players' bowls. Pauline's going to switch to her backhand. Draw down, reach these two bowls, just under the line. No, that's not sat too bad for her actually, with the back position. I'm just going to have to run for cover here. It didn't look like it was going to get behind. No, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's finished alright. Stops the jack from going directly back. Okay, big on her forehand. Not really changed it too much there. She's still looking like she's 3 down. I'm just coming to have a look. Just seeing where that danger is. I think it's the back bowl that's the real danger there. Any contact on Pauline's bowl in the head will push Bronagh's bowl onto the jack and the jack back. So it'd be worth looking to just roll that back bowl away. Sit there in its place. Bronagh's definitely now on a wider line now, just on the weight. She's finishing well here. She's in the count as well. Yeah, that's very good. If you could place it any better, that's where you'd put it. Doesn't leave Pauline much to play out here. Have to play weight still, take at least a couple of these out. Yeah, I took one away. So I think it could still be 3. Yep, 3 to me. Yep, 3 shots, so good start for Bronagh. And we're sticking with the middle length jack. And sticking to the backhand. And backhand both ways of her opening bowl. Do tend to find that some players will favour a particular hand, even playing both ways on the carpet. Do tend to find as well the speed can vary from one way to the other. I certainly feel that is the case here. Even though the green is, say, laser level, there still always seems to be a little bit of a different speed going one way to another. It's not a bad bowl from Bronagh. It's making Pauline think, does she play aggressive at this? I think she's going to. Yeah. Steve. Didn't want to flick. I think the jack would be nice. And again, sticking to the backhand, drawing down. And the draw past the jack. Pretty good weight for that. Yeah, very good. Just revert back to the draw now. It's open up. It's good here. Yeah, that is a shot. A draw for Bronagh here. And his ball has fallen, so give Bronagh an opportunity here in the area. Oh, good effort. I think she might be one down there. Yes. Here's a Pauline. Drawing in for two. I suggest. Yeah, good push out. All on the weight here. Looks like it's just falling short. Yep. So 1 shot to. Yep, 1 shot to Pauline. 3-1 now after 2 ends. There's a plane for the UK Open trophy. You can see there on the display case. £750 for the winner as well. So we see Pauline drawing a good start here on the 3rd end. Trailing Bronagh 3-1. Very early in this match. Quite a good end on the first one coming this way to pick up the 3. Pauline will be looking again to get in here. Just be under the. Just under. Bronagh. She's looking on the backhand side. Very, very strong player on her backhand. There may be a shot there for her. She's just going to stick to this forehand. Does turn more this forehand, so I'll catch a few players out. Don't know if the players had an opportunity to roll up on this mat this morning. All the players in our competitions do have the opportunity to have a roll up on any of the mats, the mats they're playing on. I knew they were going to be on the show mat, so they may have had a few ends on here earlier. They're all pretty similar. On 1 or 2 variances as you go different parts of the floor. And again, the pace may vary ever so slightly, especially the ones at the front and the ones at the back. Again, not too much difference. It's just those slight little quirks you may find. So this is definitely a swingier hand. Oh, that's good. You definitely find that the other side, furthest away from us, where Pauline's just walking up now, definitely hangs more with weight. So keep an eye on that as we go through the game. Might be a bit different for Pauline because she's left-handed. Generally, the matches that we've covered so far, when playing weight on that hand, the bums do tend to hold up quite nicely. Pauline's got a shot on that hand. It's positive. Far away. Very good. Pauline did have the back position, so it was always on. Be aggressive to that. Just a draw for Bronagh here. 2 down. Early test. Jack's off centre. On the white. White looks pretty good. It's very good. Yep. That's all you can do is question of the opponent. 4-1 now, 3 ends. Both these players know each other very well. Played against each other quite a few occasions, especially at international level. Probably the best 2 female bowlers, certainly in the tour. Has been a runner-up in this actual event. First year we run it actually in 2012. Losing to Mark Beattie in the final. Pauline's also reached some latter stages and part of some World Cup winning sides for Ireland as well. Certainly no stranger to the show, Matt. Pauline just falling short. This ball is going to fall down, so there will be more room there. Just draw it down again for Bronagh here. Just wants to get past this front one. Not going to quite do it. Oh, there's a shot there. Big opportunity for Pauline here. Now it is on her backhand and it is on the slightly straighter side, so just take that into account. Yep, going to have to be fairly tight with this one and have a little bit of running just to. Looks good out the hand, to be fair. Very good. Yep. Didn't get the result, the perfect result, which is to push the bowl away as well for 3. But probably got a shot there. Let's try it. Could be an umpire call here.
Umpire. Oh, you had both falling? Huh? Like that was just like. Umpire. Umpire.
Just calling for the umpire to come on. A lot of chatter and noise in the venue here, so it's hard sometimes. measure here. Both players not sure who's holding, so best to call the umpire to come on and just double check. It's the blue bowl. I don't know. What if we different angles? Pink bowl. So Pauline up there. So 4-2 now after 4 ends. Good start from Pauline. Good reply from Bronagh. Very good. Pauline just cutting there on that house. Again, that side is very easy to do that. If you're just under the line. This happens to go quite wide there. And we'll come back. It's finishing well. Hi, Tuna. Those of you just joined, it's currently 4-2 to Bronagh after 4 ends. Really tight match. It was a 3 on the first end that's given Bronagh the advantage. Just looking for that jack. Just trying to, see how easy it is to pulls you in that hand. And just trying to play, get in front of the jack. And very easy to put across. Just turning all there. He's going to be a bit more aggressive, looking for the jack or bowl out. Close here. That's enough for a shot. He's obviously got one bowl to come. He's got it surrounded. Big draw. In this forehand, nice and wide. Doesn't look like that's quite here. No. So 1 to Pauline. There's the gap now, 4-3 after 5. Very tight match this one, as you would expect. Good reply from Bronagh. Yep, good bit of chalk. 4-3 to We're after 5 ends, 12 ends to be played. These players vying for a spot in the knockout position. Tomorrow, knockout start from 1 o'clock. We're bringing as many games as we can tomorrow. We'll get into the latter stages. Players vying for the UK Open Trophy. And the ranking points and the £750 prize money. Great to be back for our first ranking singles competition for 2.5 years. Obviously COVID prevented us from running this event for the last 2 years. Good to see so many familiar faces and lots of new ones as well. Yeah, competitions are open to anyone to enter. So when we finish here, we'll be in full swing preparing for our return to Belfast in September. We'll be off to Norway in October, Norwegian Open. We have a little mini break in the singles. We have a pairs and fours back here in Chelmsford in November, before returning after the Christmas and New Year break to York for the British Open. In February, back here again for the English Masters. Finishing off in April with the World Masters back at Belfast. So take a look at our website, shortmanplayerstour.com, see all the information about our competitions. Good rolling from Bronagh there. Nice Emmy tap on the shot bowl. I'll move that chap back. I think that might be enough. Yeah, that's good. Very good. 2 shots to Pauline as it stands. Bronagh's just having a look. Doesn't seem to be any direct shot on in terms of playing weight down there. Maybe pushing the shot bowl away, sitting in its place on the backhand. That's what Bronagh's after here. Doesn't want the front. Didn't want the front. So it'll be 2 shots to Pauline. You see running repairs on the tape. An interesting point actually for those of equipment. You see these lines are taped down where we keep our equipment. The temperature does vary, and unfortunately the glue does perish over time. It's always a case of running repairs as we put an event on. So Pauline's just taken the lead now, 5-4, halfway through. Good reply from Bronagh. Pauline sticking to her backhand. Trying to draw this off, just looks to be slightly over the weight. Yeah. Bronagh didn't like that one out of the hand. Not too bad. Not too bad at all, actually. I think she's smiling now. It's actually not finished too bad at all. Pauline's smiling as well. At the time you see that, you think it's a bad bowl as soon as you released it, and it actually ends up. It's a good bad bowl, yes. Sandy's just me the right phrase there. Wow, I'll take getting my two bowls that close. Pauline's having to switch now to her forehand. Again, looks to be just over the weight. Yeah, it's just giving Bronagh a good opportunity to draw another one in here. It's not a very big target at the moment. Just conscious that that position is all Pauline's. Pauline's only got one bowl left. Again, in the backhand, as you would expect. Drops in. All on the weight here. This will drop right back. Made it ever so slightly bigger. And this needs to adjust the weight. To be on a good line for hers. Dropping onto the last bowl will be very good. Yeah, very good. I'll just show you where that jack is. He has just taken the shot with that last bowl. And that was what Bronagh was conscious of. Not leaving the shoulder to do that. You can see some weight here on the forehand. Good hand to play this on. Not too much, just arriving down at this. Not shaking it about, I don't think it's changed the situation. Still one shot to Pauline now. Yep. Yep, one shot to Pauline, so 6-4 now after 7 to Pauline. Pauline just punching out in front. Still plenty of ends to play. It's slightly short from Bronagh, not too bad. Plenty of room for Pauline. Just draw away on the forehand. Good. Very good. And to follow that one down, not far off as well. Very good. Trading blows on this end. Let's see Pauline look to... She can switch and go on back onto the backhand. Forehand still there. Obviously, Pauline is left-handed, so you can get down to this on the forehand, that's for sure. Just over the draw. Not going to quite get down, I don't think. Far off. Had to be perfect, I think. There to that weight has to be on the inside of it. I think Bronagh can be a little bit careful. She's only got one in the head. Nice big draw on the forehand. Nice hand to play this sort of shot on. Let's hold slightly. Let's push this. Right, you straight away. But has that blocked the shot that Pauline was looking at? I think it might have done. It's not made it any easier. Pauline's looking at what angles. If the bowl was to come down and come off of that, what would it do? Did it get back onto Bronagh's? She's looking to play here, I think. Just trying to drop off over the pace. Whoa. Well, be a perfect draw here for Bronagh, I guess on the forehand, just inside her outside bowl there. Let's see what Bronagh plays. All on the weight now. Just slightly short. Good effort. One shot to Bronagh. There's the gap. 6-5 now after 8. Very tight. One more to go on to Bronagh's score there. 6-5 after 8 ends. Very tight match here. Good start, Bronagh. Good reply from Pauline. Very good. Just trying to arrive down at this. Not the result she was after. Just fallen into that little trap of going ever so slightly tighter on that hand. Caught a few people out. I'm sure it will continue to do so as we move through today and tomorrow. It's sometimes good to have a mat that just ever so slightly does something a bit different. One hand turns ever so slightly more than the other. Rona's done the same thing. Just pushed it ever so slightly on the inside track. Trust you throw it out there and it will come back. Definitely pushed it out further this time. It's all on the weight. Not quite. Chance of Bronagh to add another for 2. Drop on that last bowl. You've got to trust the bowl to turn. It better line here, I think. Good. Very good. Yeah. Well, might be seeing Pauline play a bit of weight on her forehand. Looking for her own bowl at the front. Into the jack. She's got the back position. Two down. I think she can make it any worse. Doesn't get the right result here. See Bronagh go in front. Stays like this. Just trying to tap the bowl in as opposed to. See another example where that just held off from what Pauline was expecting it to do there. 2 shots to Bronagh, so Bronagh now takes a 7-6 lead after 9 ends. Still to play for. 1-1 in it. It's more open for Pauline here. First bowl. So important that first bowl to put the pressure. Bronagh was just having a little look on the forehand whether the jack was there to be played at. Just sticking to the backhand draw. Yeah, very good. It's worth just taking the time, having a look. No time limit. Just thinking to get past this. Yeah, that's good. You didn't want to touch Bronagh's bowl because it's just sat that away from the jack ever so slightly, so you can apply a little bit more weight for any jack movement. That's what I want about. That's not too bad. Ideally, to be behind. Pauline's going to have to arrive at this. Squeeze the jack back. Good line to draw, but played an absolute pearler there. Very good. It is the shot. Really good bowl there from Pauline. Not left. Not to go into plan here. Just contemplating what shot to play. Singing Brothers shoelaces there. The Irish flag on. The guy who's originally from Ireland. He resides in Scarborough. My husband Lee. Another top international with many titles to his name as well. Pauline's other half you saw earlier on the show mat here, Joe Beattie. And a good match against Jack Pye. And it's just trying to ease that last bowl. Not easy, off Pauline's white. I don't think Pauline can do too much of this. Yeah, I don't think Pauline can get another one in there. You're going to take the one. And we're all square again. 10 ends, 2 to play. 7 all. 10 ends. Very good match, this one. Another one of those matches that deserves to be a draw. One player. In the last 2 ends. I was having a look for the jack here. Yeah. It's a good hand to play this on. Not going to be playing the end again. The players can do that twice without any penalty. The third time they've all dropped 3 shots. And if it is the last end, they'll also have to replay the end as well. One's going to sit next to it again here. It's not quite as close this time, so it's still going to tempt Bronagh here. A bit far off last time. Yeah, it's just going again. I have a feeling she might. No. Again, just taking her time. Changing her mind, that's fine. Back to the draw on the backhand. Very good. If, just in terms of our competitions, if singles is not for you, we do have a few other competitions coming up. We have our World Fours and World Pairs Masters at the end of November. Back here again in Chelmsford, if you haven't already got your team in. Players coming from all different countries. Look at our website for details, and we'll be having our return to Belfast Open Pairs in April. I'm looking forward to going back to Belgium as well in May next year. Again, details for all of our competitions on our website. Entries are open for our November event. The Belfast Open Pairs will open on the 1st of September and the 1st of October for Belgium. So singles is not for you, then maybe a pairs or a fours competition is. Events are open to anyone. Don't have to be registered. Don't have to belong to any club. got any questions at all, please let us know. Back to the match here. Pauline holding 1. Just looking at where the best option is here to score another. Out nice and wide again, as you have to be on this hand. Drop right back now. And whilst it's in the count, it has given Bronagh a ledge to rest on. Just looking just to drop down into that last ball. Oh, I might be pulled in now. Again, it's just that hand where if you go tight, it goes. It will continue to catch a few players out. Absolutely. No matter how good you are. Sometimes. See Pauline back to that hand. Got to be out getting nice and wide on the draw. It will drop right back. Good here. Oh, this is a really good. Yeah, very good. Now it's made 3, and the way that that's sitting, that's not very good for Bronagh. Bronagh's just going to have to play into this. Jack could go off, go through the gap. Bronagh certainly doesn't want to be dropping a 3 on the penultimate end. Well, cut it down. Looks like it might only be 1 now. I think it is. 1 shot to Pauline, so 8-7 now scoreboard, last end. It's a very good end from Pauline there to put the pressure on Bronagh. Bronagh had to play a weighted bowl at the end of her last bowl. I hope that she cut it down at least, which she did. Still right in this on the last end. Pauline 8-7 up. Pauline doesn't want to put this, is right next to the jack. Oh, yeah. Bright smile from Pauline. Yeah. Strategy said something to Bronagh there. Bronagh will be looking at this. Straight hand to play weight on. Sit right next to this in a ditch. Close. Well, you can't get much better than that. And the players just appreciating how good that shot was there from Bronagh. So now, Pauline's got her touch up to try and roll in. She missed that actually. Advantage back to Bronagh here. He's got to draw another one. See, there is an opportunity for Pauline still with a toucher on the mat, but it's not going to be easy to beat Bronagh's bowl. It's just whether Pauline goes for this again. Got 1 more left after this. She has. Close. Oh, very good. Well, that might be it. I don't know if Bronagh can get another bowl inside that. Obviously, Bronagh has got the shot. Pauline's got the second in the ditch. So it may well be. It's going to be a draw, and as I said earlier, it's probably one of those matches that deserve to be a draw, actually. Both players played very well. Really good strike from both players actually. Throwing the jack in the ditch. And Pauline to push her toucher up to second. Bronagh should come have a look at this, see whether she can get another one. I don't think she can, so I think that'll just be a handshake here. And she's putting the foot on the line there to see whether it could beat Pauline's bowl. Don't think it can. It would be a very good bowl to finish there as well. At the moment, it's looking very likely it's going to finish 8-all here. Last bowl to come. Good effort. So, one shot to Bronagh, and the score finishes 8-all. Really good match there. Thank you for joining us for coverage today at the UK Open. It's been a really good day. We'll be keep an eye out on our website for the results as they come in. Got a few more sessions to play, but we'll be bringing you more coverage tomorrow. A few more interviews, and I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. Thank you very much.